What's up guys, welcome back once again to Dowsit Reviews Tech. Today I'm checking out a new mouse. This is from EWEADN, E-W-E-A-D-N, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, EWEADN, and this is the S9 Ultra. So today I'm going to be testing this out, going to unbox it, show you what you get, and we'll plug it in. I'll do some aim-tastic on it and see how I feel about it. It is a wireless mouse, so yeah, let's get it unboxed, plug it in and see what it does. So this is the EWEADN, I don't know, sorry I don't know how you pronounce it, S9 Lifestyle Gaming Mouse, and it does actually say on the label here that it's the S9 Ultra that I've got. It is all in Chinese, so there's nothing really I can tell you about what's on the box. So we'll get it unboxed and have a quick look at it. So it just comes in a nice simple box, black and gold. Just open the lid. Protective foam as usual. So S9 Pro, Max and Ultra, they do 3 different versions of this. I've got the Ultra. I will give you a link in the description below so you can see the differences between those, but we'll have a quick talk about this in a second. These, you get some grip tape on it with it as well, and you get some PTFE skates on for the bottom as well, so if you want to install those you can. Going over to the rest of the stuff, you get the dongle. It looks very similar to, I can't remember what mouse it was, the mouse I've done recently. The dongle's very similar in terms of that. Yeah, I can't remember what it is. If I remember, I'll put it up on the screen. If not, you can go back and have a look at my videos. And then you get a USB-C to A cable, like a sort of braided cable, which is really nice. And then obviously we get the mouse itself. As you can see, this is the mouse, and I've got it in this lovely red colour. It's absolutely stunning. When they asked me if I wanted to look at this and I saw it was red, I was like, hell yeah, I really want to have a look at this because it's absolutely beautiful. Sort of like metallic-y matte finish to it, and it just looks amazing, to be honest with you. So yeah, get your clicks, obviously. Clicky scroll wheel. It isn't an infinite scroll wheel, it's just a, you know, it's infinite, but it's not like the whole way you can unlock it and just scroll it forever. Side buttons on there, and then on the base we've already got PTFE skates on there. We've got DPI adjustable button there, and we've also got either off, so that will be, I assume, for your USB connection if you just want to use it on USB. We've got 2.4G and we've got Bluetooth as well. And then on this little cover here should be a dongle. There's no dongle. Okay. No dongle in there. Let's hopefully it just works, because there is absolutely no dongle there at all. So unless that's just from a different model and they've just carried over the design and used it the same sort of shell, I assume. Right, so let's talk some specs about this mouse. So this is the Ultra. So this gets a PAW3950 sensor on the bottom here, and the Pixart AR2862 control chip, which is the same as the Pro. The S9 gets a PAN 1080 UA3C, whatever that means to anyone. We get a DPI of 42,000 on the Ultra, 26,000 on the Pro, and 26,000 on the Standard. IPS is 750 on this, 650 on the models below. And then the micro switch in this is Kale switches, 100 million clicks, and that's the same across that and the Pro, other than the base model, which is the Huanyu switch, which is 50 million clicks. Polling rate in this is 8K wired and wireless, with the receiver, and then the Pro gets a 1K wired and 8K wireless, and the same with with the standard model, gets 1K on both. Battery is the same across all 3 models, so that's 500 milliamp hours. It does say longer battery on my notes, but longer than what, I'm not sure. It doesn't state a time of how long it should last, but obviously it all depends on usage anyway. And then the weight of this is 65 grams, so it isn't the lightest mouse out there, but it is still very light, and I hope you agree, it looks absolutely stunning. Let's talk quickly about price of this. So this, the Ultra comes in at £46 here in the UK. It's currently on offer, normally £54, and it comes in white, black, green, purple and red. I've got the red version. The Max, which isn't available at the moment, is £42. The Pro is only £39, comes in all the same colours, and then the base model is only £31. So if you want a cheaper version, you go for the base, that's only £31, which is absolutely nothing in terms of dollars. It'll be probably $50 for this one, something like that. but I'll leave links in the description below for you to go and take a look. So that's all the specs and features and price talked about. Let's get it plugged in and see how it performs. So as you can see, we've got it plugged in. Yeah, and it's feels absolutely lovely to use at the moment. It absolutely glides beautifully across this surface. This is just a standard mouse mat, but looks absolutely fantastic. There is no RGB or anything on this, so you haven't got to worry about lighting. But obviously that could be a downside for some people, but this hasn't got any RGB. And as you can see here, I've got the dongle plugged in, and that just lights up. It just connects, so it doesn't need that dongle, as mentioned before. It's just obviously used from a shell from a different one. It's just built directly into the mouse itself, so literally as soon as you turn it on to 2.4G with the dongle plugged in, works effortlessly, no problem whatsoever. So what we're going to do is take a look, see if there's any software for this, and then we'll get some testing done and see how it performs. So right, we've loaded the software up. There's some software for it. Just go straight to their website on the support page, easily download it, and then you can see you've got this. So you've got the EWEADN S9. It just comes up as S9, even though I downloaded the S9 Ultra. I don't think that really matters, to be fair. So you can see you can map your buttons here. You've got left mouse button, right mouse button, middle button, forward, backwards. You can map them to whatever you want. Mouse function types are over here. We're not going to do any of that. You've got different profiles, up to 5 profiles in there, which you can import and export and obviously share with people or whatever you need to do. You've got a battery indicator just up here, probably just off screen at the moment, which obviously shows the battery. Doesn't show you percentage, just shows you in terms of bars. It'd be nice if it had a little percentage there. You can reset all keys down here, and you've got your debounce time of 5 milliseconds on that one. Go home, does nothing, but it does show that we've got the Ultra there. And then you've got DPI settings, so you've got the different lights on the bottom here. So you can switch between them. Currently set to 2400, bit high for me. So what I'm going to do is set this one, green one, to about 1000. Set this one down to 1200, and obviously we'll see how I get on with that. And you can see now, got the different light colours here, so they match up to how you want it. So obviously if you remember which one you had set where, then you can sort that straight out. You got your report rate down the bottom here, so it's currently set at 1000. We've got up to 8000 down to 125. Let's set it to 8000. Why not? It can do it, so why not? DPI count is 1, 2, that's going to be, so you can actually add, you can have up to 6 DPI settings, but you can reduce it down to 1 or any number below that. So you can have, if you only know you're going to use 3 settings, you haven't got to remember all 6 of what they do. You can reduce it down if you just have 2, one for like shooters and one for RTS, or one for just browsing, that kind of thing. You can set that up. Macro settings, goes without saying, macros, they do what they do. And then you've got configuration here. You've got mouse lift off height, I believe that is. So it's currently set to 0.7. You can have it at 1 mil. So obviously that's for if you're lifting the mouse up. Sensor drawing performance, ripple, angle, motion, sync, glass mode. I have no idea what that means. Does it tell me? Sensor improves ripple effect when sensor DPI exceeds 9000. Angle correction corrects slight deviations to form a straight line. Motion sync enhances the accuracy of the sensor refresh rate, increases consistency. And then glass mode, activating glass mode improves cursor sensitivity on certain surfaces. So you've got different sensor settings as well, which is nice. You've got sensor modes, you've got office, high, and gaming. So in office mode, the sensor can operate in silent mode with the slowest response to save power and extend time. Nice. In gaming enthusiast mode, the sensor and processor operate at maximum responsiveness for faster performance, but increases power consumption and reduces usage time. We're going to go for gaming because I'm going to do some testing for gaming. You've got sleep time of 3 minutes down to no sleep, 30 seconds, up to 60 minutes. Obviously turns off when you're not using it. And then you've got restore factory settings, Windows settings. You've got move mouse movement speed, scroll speed, double click speed. So they're your Windows based settings there, but obviously you'll be more interested in using the DPI. So that's pretty much it in terms of what we're doing with the software. So let's do some testing on Aimtastic. Right, so we're on Aimtastic. We're going to use bigger than smaller, which is the one I always use to test, to see how I get on with things. Previous best score is with an Attack Shark R6 and a Glorious Model D-. So if I get anywhere near those, if I beat my top score, then obviously I'll be very happy. So let's get started and see how we get on. Right, this is going to be my first test, so obviously I need to get used to the mouse a little bit first, so let's go. So we got a score of 121,500, which puts it pretty much at the bottom. I'm not sure what happened there. 2 misses, accuracy of 98.4%, and biggest combo of 113. Yeah, not the best. My best score is a 209,000 with 210 hits. I only got 122 hits there. So yeah, what I might do is go up to the next DPI and we'll see how we get on with that. Let's see how we get on. So I've just changed my DPI from around 1200 up to like 1400 because I feel it feels a bit better. We're going to do another test here and see how we get on. That's on. So we've come up a little bit better there. We've got 153,000, which puts us sort of middle of the road with a 96.3 accuracy, 155 hits. It does take a little bit of getting used to. I might do one more test and then we'll see how we get on with that. Wow, so I did better on the score, 179,750, but got a lot of misses there. I think I just got a bit carried away with myself with 95.3% accuracy, so sort of we're moving up the board. So I think as I go on, I am going to get better, but I'm pretty happy with that so far. So let's go back up the top and have a little talk about the mouse. Right, so there we have the EWEADN, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, I apologise to them for if I got it wrong, but yeah, the S9 Ultra, absolutely beautiful mouse, 65 grams did I say, not the lightest mouse I've tried. The lightest mouse I've tried is the Attack Shark, which is literally pretty much weighs nothing. I think it's like 40 something grams or something daft like that, but this is a good sort of, I'd say middle of the road, but it's still very, very light. But yeah, it takes, obviously a new mouse always going to take some getting used to, but I got used to it pretty quick in terms of the aim-tastic. Yeah, I didn't get my best score, but I think over time I would get even better with that. But absolutely fantastic mouse, really, really like this. If you're looking for a cheap mouse that does everything that the expensive mice do, then so far, obviously I've not had loads of time with it, but so far I can definitely recommend this mouse. I want to say a massive thank you to them for sending it over to me to test out as well, and just look at that colour, it's absolutely stunning. Plenty of colours available as well, white, black, purple, green, was there a blue? But there's a red as well. Red's my colour, so I'm really, really happy with this. Looks absolutely amazing, going to go great in the setup, and anyone who's got a theme set up, but obviously if you want to go more neutral you can go for a white or black. But yeah, definitely check out the link in the description below, and leave any comments if you have anything you want to know about this. And if you're looking for a cheap mouse, it is definitely cheap, but quality mouse, then yeah, go check this out. Really, really happy with it. Feels solid, no rattles, no sort of crunchiness to it or anything like that. It just feels absolutely brilliant, and it is really, really light as well, and does a great job. So thanks to those for sending this out to me. Thank you guys for watching. Come back and see the next video. I'll see you again soon. Thank you.